What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I just want to break down a bunch of stuff that I made over the weekend with Miles and then a loop with Aiden Han. It was a pretty productive, solid musical weekend. I went over to Miles' house for the first time in like a year and we got a couple of loops done. There's some footage from that, and then I also just want to break down some other stuff that we did. We also made this shirt too, just for fun. It really doesn't fit, but we're gonna make a lot more of these with clothes that do fit. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at Gavin Hadley _, and let's throw some darts and get into the video. Not our best throws today. Are you counter melodying this one, bro? Of course. Alright, so first we're going to break down this one. It's just a simple loop, and I want to show you guys a couple of ways that I just use these chords and expanded upon them to make a more full sounding sound. So yeah, this is what the loop sounds like. Alright, so we start with just these chords and this top melody, and then everything else was added in. This is what it sounds like, just this part. So you can see the top melody is going pretty fast in this area. There's a lot of notes playing, super like arpeggiated sounding, and then when we get to the second half, it kind of slows down with just these three notes. I wanted to add a little bit of like contrast in the loop, just like slow down the pace, and I don't really hear too many loops like this again, so I thought it was a cool idea to do that. But then another thing that I like to do in the second half of my chord progressions is just take these, like say put them down here, click this, you can't see this, but it says make unique as sample, just do that, and then pitch it up an octave, and it gives the sound in the background. I did add effects to it though. These are the effects, just an EQ, cutting out some highs and some lows, getting like an underwater sort of sound, and then micro shifts is going to give it like so it sounds like before. And then with it, I do that just to vary up the chord progressions and just give it a little bit more of life. So this is the effects that's on the top melody. It's super simple. I use muffled double octave in like all my videos. You guys know that one by now. I took out a little bit of low end just to clean it up, and then a little bit of reverb as well to help blend it in. And that is it for the chords and the top line for that. I just have a bass following the root notes. And I've been putting this plugin, it's called Tube Screamer. I don't remember how I got it exactly. It's a free plugin, and pretty sure I just like looked up something on Google. It's basically just like a distortion sort of plugin, and this is what the bass sounds like before. And with it kind of tucks it in a little bit more, and I just like the texture that it gives, so that's why I use it. And after that, I have these chords here. Again, I just made them unique as a sample, and then I reversed them and chopped right where each chord changed, and then I dragged the chords like opposites. So say if you reverse it, the beginning is now over here, so you take it and you drag it over here. If this was the beginning, this is now the end since I've already done the dragging process, but this is what this sounds like. Oh wait, I lied. So this is actually, yeah, this is the plugin. It's called ANA2. It's super cool. I've been using it a lot lately for like hyperpop stuff, but this is just like the default sound, the ANA keys. I took the chord progression right here, just took the fifths or the top notes and then put them down an octave as well. And then here, because we're just dropping like one, I just kept this note in. No really music theory behind this. I just thought it sounded good. It's not like a full chord. And then the only effects is just an EQ. So it's really simple. Could I just get like a 10-piece chicken nugget?
Sure. What kind? Sweet and sour?
Yeah, with fries then too. If they have high C, then that. Otherwise, just pick something. I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Alright, so the last thing is just a vocal. You guys have seen me do this 1,000 times, but I just sing into the microphone, put autotune on it, of course, because that saves me, and yeah, this is what the vocal sounds like. So this is just it pitched down an octave, and then at its normal. Like a normal effect chain for this would just look like this sort of thing, and then I can recreate it just because I do it all the time and like that. I think that's this first loop. Pretty simple, and now we're gonna hop into the second one. Alrighty, so this is the next one that we did. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna play it for you guys right here so you guys can hear what it sounds like. This was an interesting one because Miles already had this loop finished, but we wanted to change the chords that were in it. It was originally electric, and we changed it to acoustic. But this is what the loop sounds like. It's a little bit longer, but you guys will hear it here. Alright, so that's the loop. I'm gonna see how much I can break down here. It's a lot of just stems that we were working with for this one because he already made the melody again. But this is what the palm muted part that he did with the acoustic sounded like. And I just added this effect from Echo Boy, a little bit of EQ, taking out a little bit of a frequency that I thought was too prominent right in this area, and then a little bit of reverb. And then these are some more chords. He strummed out the chords on acoustic, and I just reversed them. Put some reverb on them, standard stuff. And then for the second half of the chord progression here, we have this just duplicated and then put up an octave. And that's right here. And then doing this again just helps differentiate the two parts of the chord progression and just, I don't know, switch them up a little bit. Here we have this sort of reverse sort of like piano sound that Miles did. And I just messed around with pitching it up and down. And it's really fun to work with loops like this when you're just working with audio because you can't go in and like switch the MIDI obviously, but that makes you get creative with other aspects of it like the pitch and then like reversing and effects and whatnot, and just blending the sounds. So that's why this one was super fun to make. Then after that we get into the other sounds. We just have a bass here following our root notes. There's this. Sort of reverb, plucky sort of bell key sort of thing. I don't know exactly how Miles got the sound, but it's cool. Then we have this. This is like more of a texture sort of sound. You don't normally hear this type of stuff in loops. And yeah, that's basically that loop as well. I think we might have another one. We'll see. The other day I was cooking up with Aiden Han. I think we made like 11 loops or something in one sitting. It was crazy. And this is one of my favorite ones that we did. It's super different sounding. I really don't hear much loops like this. It's kind of like a Post Malone sort of sound. You guys will hear it right here. I received the starter. This is what it sounds like, the chords here, direct and acoustic. And these are the effects that I put on it. RC20, Echo Boy, this preset again, a little bit of EQ, just getting rid of some of these low end frequencies that we didn't need, and then some reverb. And this is the top melody. Any sense? Little EQ, Echo Boy, same preset again, and then some delay. And then after that, I took these chords and I used Melodyne. I have a video all about Melodyne. I'll throw it up right here in case you guys want to watch it, but Melodyne's a super cool plugin that allows you to transfer audio files to MIDI. So that's exactly what I did with the guitar chords that he was playing. This is what I received roughly. I went in and tweaked a bunch of stuff. This is just what the keys sound like. I also added like a little bit of melody right here and just cleaned up everything because Melodyne isn't perfect, but it gives you a pretty good bass to work off of. So I added a bunch of distortion to the keys, as you heard. They're in the background, and I thought that it sounded pretty cool. That's what that sounds like. And then I have this expand here, just playing these chords that are right here. It's just like it's a Celeste sort of sound, something super twinkly. It's super quiet, you can barely hear it, but it's there. After that, we have a vocal. And these are the effects on the vocals, just this EQ, taking out a little bit of high end. I wanted this one to sound a little bit more crispy than normal, so I didn't take out as much high end, and then I took out a lot of low end, some reverb, and then Echo Boy, the Dark Echo Cam preset again. I was really liking that one for this loop, apparently. Oh yeah, so I threw another top line on with the guitar, so what this sounds like. I just have this reverse. It's just part of the top line that I was playing, or he was playing. I just took it, reversed it, and then added some EQ to it, and then a reverb again, just to blend it in. This is what it sounds like before. It doesn't sound nearly as good. It's sort of like a bug soundy, but then after you add it, sort of softens it up, makes it sound good. And I think that is it for this one. And those are some of my favorite loops that I made this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're able to learn something from it. As always, thank you for watching. If you got to this point in the video, it means a lot to me. And have an awesome rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching the video. Go make some music, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.